Vision Source has some really cool things coming up, and Kim's joining us here this morning. Morning, Kim. How are you?
Great, Luke. How are you doing?
Great. Kim, I'm going to have you introduce yourself. Tell us about who you are and a little bit about Vision Source.
Absolutely. I'm Kim Adsit. My husband, Chris, and I founded Vision Source Meadville. Oh, golly. It's been 30 years that we've been doing it now, so which seems impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seriously. But yeah, and it's grown from a very small little hole in the wall type mom and pop business into quite a great thing. So we have locations in Meadville, Titusville, and Oil City.
That's incredible.
Yeah, thanks. It's been really fun to watch it grow. It's been fun to be able to meet so many people over the years, and we just love our staff. And that's just a really wonderful part of it.
We were talking about before coming on just how important it is, finding the right people and working with the communities that you're serving, because it's more than just we're opening our doors and come on in. There's a lot more to it than that, and you guys have a great philosophy on that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we really just love being a part of each of our communities and everything. The thrust of what we do really is to give back and give beyond. So, eye exams are important, and everybody loves a new pair of glasses or contacts or whatever. But for us, it's really important to be able to give back to each of our communities. So we have a lot of different involvement, whether it's just outreach in the community to working with other businesses or working with different foundations and being able to help others see what their needs are, either medically or the vision things. But we really just love being involved with the people around us.
I'm sure it makes you smile when you have somebody that comes back to your office and says, "Hey, thank you. That the pair of glasses I got, my student is now doing better in school."
Yeah.
Or I have a parent that's doing, that can now see this, or just whatever it is that helps you in your everyday life.
Sure, because kids, talking about that, everything that a child learns, about 80% of that actually comes because of the visual process. So it's not just, I'm listening in school or I'm writing down my notes or I'm doing things. It's actually absorbing all of that through the eyes and then the process of that for learning. So, we recognize, it's not just seeing the board anymore either. It's,
right.
There's so much in between and everything else. So, we love being a part of that too.
And real quick, you got some great events coming up, but kind of lists those things, like if you're experiencing what, you should probably call and schedule an appointment.
Oh, yeah, right. So on the line of children, complaining about not being able to see the board, of course, is one of those things. But trouble reading. A lot of times that process isn't necessarily that the child actually can't read. It's that maybe they're not able to see things. And I'm not even talking about dyslexia, which is something that obviously we can, talk about as well. But the visual process, very often just that ability to track and read well has a lot to do with just not actually being able to see it clearly. So, if a child is struggling in school, an eye exam is really a great place to start. Of course, we're coming into hunting season, so
yes.
Everybody, are your sights good? Well, we can actually, we can talk to you about that too. But there's a lot of health concerns. If you have any sort of other systemic disease, we're talking diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that, you should be having eye exams every year to evaluate. The eyes aren't separate from the rest of our body. They are part of everything else, and things do affect you.
Yeah, and there's little warning signs, too, that you might think, it's not... Because some people might say, well, you would know if you need to go to the eye doctor. Well, no, not all the time.
No, that's a very good point. And especially with kids, you assume that they can just see everything fine, and then all of a sudden you realize, I wonder why they can't hit the ball when they're, with the bat.
Yeah.
Well, it's not because they're not coordinated. They actually very well may have a visual process issue.
Or for some, it might be both.
There's a very good point, yes.
But schedule that appointment. It was funny because I was going through your Facebook page, and we'll talk about how folks can get more information about some of these things we're going to be talking about. But I know back to school is very important.
Yeah.
And you could be scheduling those appointments for what, June, July, August.
Absolutely. You don't have to wait for September when you go to school to be able to have your eye exam for school. And children's eyes develop and change very quickly. So what you're seeing in May when you leave school and what you see in September when you come back to school may be very different. kids that are growing and developing quickly, their prescriptions change very quickly too, and it's not because they need another pair of glasses because we said so. They very often are needing a new prescription in order to see well.
Yeah, and then for adults, you're at an event and you see, parents or somebody going like this.
Yes, exactly right. I have mine right here. If I have to read, we'll be in trouble. No, it's really true. All of a sudden, you get to a point and your arms aren't long enough anymore, so you're not going to be able to see without the help of some reading glasses. And we have so many solutions for that. It really is something that easy to fix. And glasses are kind of cool now, so there doesn't have to be pride involved with, oh yeah, I have to put on my cheater glasses. It can be something you wear all the time that look really terrific and fit your lifestyle.
That's great. And the technology is incredible today as well. So
yeah, absolutely. I think everybody's familiar with blue light protection on their glasses now, and when we're on devices all the time, when we're doing things, the exposure that your eyes and your brain have to the blue light and how that really can affect a lot of things. Blue light blocker on your glasses, the non-glare coatings, and the component, I shouldn't say coating, but the component of your glasses makes a huge difference in your ability to see clearly, see without the reflections, without the haziness. Yeah.
I'm just curious, when you were building the business, how important was it early on to know, okay, we need to find the right people? Because as soon as you walk in the door, it's a different experience. And so it's not just the doc, it's everybody, right?
Yeah, thanks. Look, I appreciate you saying that. We love our staff so much, and we've always felt that having a staff of people with great personalities and the ability to communicate well with the people who are coming in as our patients, our customers, that we can, that's paramount. We can teach a person a lot of things about how to do a skill, but you can't teach a person how to be nice.
Yeah.
Well, you can kind of help them, but so personal professional development is a really huge part of what we do. If you look at our Facebook pages, they're all full of the events and things that we're doing with our staff, staff enrichment. We have a lot of fun with that, but the training that we can give the individuals to make them help them know better about what it is to provide good eye care to people. Sure, we can teach that, but we are always looking for our staff to be just wonderful people, and we've really been blessed with that over the years.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, congratulations on just the growth and everything that's been going on, which leads to some big events coming up in Meadville and Titusville.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll talk about Meadville first, just because it comes first. This Friday, that's October 3rd from 7 to 5, we are having a Clue-inspired trunk shows, we call them. So it is just, it's fun. When the patients come in that day, they'll receive a little packet of information, just like the Clue board game. So you get a little packet that'll have your clues in it. And each room throughout the office is going to be a different room on the Clue board. All of our staff members will be different characters from the game, and you as a person coming to the office that day will have the opportunity to try to solve the mystery. So it's our staff loves planning these events because it's a creative outlet. So yeah, the theming of it each year is a little different, and they were so excited to do the Clue theme. So
that's
should be a lot of
awesome.
fun. We are still making appointments for both of these events, but so you can call the office for that. But yeah, you can see the gals who are doing their shopping. We have the whole office will be tricked out. It'll look like a completely different atmosphere than just a traditional doctor's office for the day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we run a lot of specials during these events as well. So the big special is buy 2 pair of glasses, get a pair of sunglasses free. And we're talking polarized prescription sunglasses, which that alone is a wonderful thing to have. And that's a great thing to, just as an aside, to mention. If you wear glasses and you would benefit wonderfully from a pair of polarized sunglasses, because then you're still wearing your normal prescription. Polarization, especially while you're driving, is just a wonderful thing. The clarity of that lens, the depth you get with your perception of what's around you is wonderful. It's safer while you're driving. It's just there. Nothing beats a pair of prescription sunglasses.
And it's one of those, if somebody comes in, they could take a look and test them. And okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we will have a trunk. The reason it's called a trunk show is there's a couple of vendors that we will invite to come along. So people that we already work with for the glasses and the things that we sell within the business. But we have a couple of specific vendors who will come that day, and they'll show all of their wares beyond what we would normally be able to present. So let's see, Vera Bradley, Life is Good, Ducks Unlimited, in addition to all of the brands we're already selling, Oakley and Ray-Ban and so on.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, it's really cool. So the deals are on all of that. And every pair of glasses that's bought beyond your first pair, with the prices that are already going to be fantastic, then gives you a further discount, plus, and again, a free pair of sunglasses.
Now, is that for the clients you have, or anybody can come?
Anybody can come.
Okay.
And if you have a current prescription, we would love to see you, and that's not hard to find and when you go to the eye doctor, you're given your prescription. So, but yeah, you can bring in a prescription, and we can absolutely talk about that. If you don't have a current prescription, it's a great time to make an appointment because we'll be seeing patients all day that day. So,
well, I'll tell you the other thing that's coming up, a time change, and just to see better. And I can't tell you how many people said, "Oh man, just trying to figure out driving at night." And
right, and that's the thing too about when I talked about the blue light blocker and the anti-reflective, non-glare glasses. That makes a huge difference in your nighttime driving as well. Right, because you're not getting those. It's just terrible.
Right. Yeah.
And the older we get, the more we notice that. So.
Well, and I assume I know everybody's going to be having fun and it's going to be busy, but it's also a chance to talk to staff and meet the people there, right?
Oh, absolutely is. Absolutely. Everybody will be there. And the nice thing is about both of these events, we'll get to the Titusville one in a minute, but with both of these events, we have staff members from all three of the locations working at those events because it's a very big and busy day. So everybody gets involved. Yeah, it's really exciting. It's great for the staff.
So again, the Meadville one is coming up this Friday, 7 to 5.
7 to 5, yep. So, and then for Titusville?
Yes, let's do this real quick.
Okay.
You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Vision Source Meadville, Vision Source Titusville having some big events coming up. The Trunk Show in Meadville. Clue Inspired Trunk Show coming up this Friday, October 3rd, 7 to 5. And now we transition to Titusville.
Yes. So Titusville, Vision Source Titusville, and we are out on 27 going toward Pleasantville. Would that be called Fieldmore Hill? If I remember from...
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway. So, yep. The truck show there is on October 17th, and this one is themed Wine, Cheese, and Glasses, Please. So the building will be set up as a winery for the day. So there'll be little stations and stops around the building with little refreshments and just a very relaxed, and that's a nice fall getaway anyway to go to a winery. So should be a nice, feel like you're on a little bit of a mini vacation for the day.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes.
And that's coming up on the 17th of October.
That is on the 17th, and it's from 7 to 5. And again, we'll have two of our vendors will be there showing anything that they have on their glasses line. And I guess I mentioned before, Vera Bradley, Ducks Unlimited, Life is Good. Let's see, I will look at my notes. Let's see. Oh, we do have Oakley and Ray-Ban and many of the different just brands that people are drawn to. But so our staff will be there from 7 to 5, able to help. It looks like they're having fun already, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. We'll have two doctors working that day. It'll be Dr. Hawk and Dr. Espy, and they will be seeing patients all day. We have exams available. And it should just be, again, it'll be fun just to get some cheese. We have plenty of non-alcoholic wine for the day, the daytime anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to wine, you're always, okay, what does it pair with? Well, maybe a pair of glasses or something.
A pair of glasses. I think that might be part of the theme they were talking about. Yeah. No, that's a great way to say that. So,
and again, it's an opportunity to meet some vendors, just take a look at what's available. And as you say, the styles today are incredible.
Yeah, they really are, and it's great expression. Your own personality will
Yes.
show out in what you're right, and the fact that it's buy two and then get a pair of sunglasses. There's a lot of personality you can show with 3 pair of glasses, right? So it's just it's so nice to be able to see the diversity of your own style reflected in what you're wearing.
And again, a chance to talk to staff and get to know them. And, it's something we were talking about. We were talking about insurance before coming on. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that, because sometimes I think there is confusion, like, okay, well, here's what my insurance company is saying, and I guess, here's the list and this is what I have to go by, but that's not always the case, is it?
That's right. Very often, you're being driven to a certain provider by what your insurance company puts on the list, which is fine and very good. However, very often the pricing that you're receiving from that insurance company is really the pricing you're going to receive with us already, or we actually are better, and especially when we're having a huge event like this, we have a lot of things to offer. So don't ever hesitate to call us, to reach out and find out a little bit more about that, because we very much are able to tell you, this is what your insurance company would cover, and this is what we're going to cover, and this is the comparison between the prices. We have our own lab. We make our glasses ourselves, or that so far as the lenses, we do all of that edging ourselves, so that it allows us to be able to offer so much to our patients.
And
So.
I guess the other thing is, if anybody has questions, they can call and talk to somebody, correct?
Absolutely can. You can call any of our offices, whether that's Oil City, Titusville, or Meadville, and even to reach out through Facebook. We do get messages through Facebook. People just will messenger us, and that's a great way to get in touch with us as well.
That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're talking about school and whether it's kids or whether it's adults that might be struggling with vision, but really just the quality of life is so much better when you have that eyesight that allows you to get out and enjoy the outdoors or be part of something.
Absolutely.
Maybe talk a little bit about that aspect, because again, I think you do get feedback from people that say, boy, you know what? I am now enjoying this part of my life a lot better now that I can see.
Absolutely. I think a lot of times people don't realize that they actually aren't seeing clearly.
Yes.
You get so used to, adjusting to read something so much, and you think, oh, well, this is just how it is now. And then to have a pair of glasses where things are now clear and you're not having a glare, or you're able to read your phone without having to make the letters this large. And that's a very small thing, but it's quality of life. It does make a difference for you. Same thing with any outdoor activity you're having. You go to your kid's sporting event, but you can't really read the numbers on the back of their jersey. Okay, is that my kid or not?
Right.
Seriously, I mean, we can make a joke about it and make it sound, light and fun, but really, it does make a huge difference. You're driving, to be able to see clearly, to be able to focus well. Everything, all of your senses are better in tune when you can see well.
And we're talking a lot of times about those yearly appointments and making sure that you're sticking to those. But there's also other things that come up. Injuries. Maybe you poke your eye, or
Absolutely.
there's something that's done where, again, that's a call to your offices as well.
It absolutely is, and we're to make that phone call and say, hey, this is what happened to me, or to my child, and. We can do an evaluation and let you know, is it something that we need to see? Is it someone you need to see a different doctor for? But is it something that, a very quick eye exam is able to say, yes, we can help you out a lot, and no, you're fine, but here's what you might need to do next, And eye protection is important too.
Yeah.
Safety glasses, we do a lot of safety glasses for the industry in the area, but even for kids too, for safety wear while, if they're not wearing contacts yet and they are in glasses and need to be able to see well to play sports, that's another avenue of,
You mentioned hunting, but people are getting out into the woods. Maybe they're cutting wood.
Absolutely.
And how many people aren't wearing eye protection and something kicks up, or they're doing something in their house, painting or scraping or whatever, and they're not wearing eye protection?
Right, and that doesn't even have to be prescription driven. Yeah. Just you should always be protecting your eyes, and if you're out using the weed eater, please have on. Right, you can't imagine how many people a stick or a stone that can cause a real big problem for you without just wearing simple protection.
website, Facebook page, both. What's the best way for folks to learn more about Vision Source?
Right. A quick Google search of Vision Source Titusville or Vision Source Meadville will bring up our phone number, our web pages, and links to our Facebook. There's a bunch of information right there. Our Facebook pages that ends up being our first line of communication with communities, but our websites are great, and you can request appointments right on our websites.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And again, some great events coming up. Let's quickly touch base with those starting in Meadville this Friday.
Yep, Meadville this Friday, October 3rd, 7 to 5. It's the Clue inspired, and there's prizes too that are involved in all of this too. And then at Titusville, it is October 17th, also 7 to 5. There's lots of prizes. We have drawings. We've had many community people donate baskets of so you'll receive tickets at different locations throughout the office that day. Place them in the buckets, and so we have a raffle at the end of the day. So there's lots of little things that make this not just a place to spend your money, but a place to have a great advantage with that.
But you're going to find some great deals and
excellent
of course,
deals.
The level of experience there that can help you with any of your questions.
Our staff can answer pretty much any question you'd have about glasses or contacts and help you to be able to make a great decision. And they're really good at giving advice on, wow, those glasses look fantastic. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole other conversation. I was going to say the whole picking the frames, and you might like them, and maybe a spouse or somebody's like, let's try these ones.
Right. So, yeah, getting some feedback and some opinion from others. Yes. Can't imagine how many people come in and take a bunch of selfies, send them out, and yeah, it's fun.
Kim, thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.
Hey, take care.